My name is Chan Kok Long. I'm the co-founder of IPAD Group of Companies. We pioneer in digital payment as well as a payment solution in Malaysia. And of course, we did very well in Malaysia where our market share is more than 50% even after 20 years. Where more and more competitors, they are coming over to this space. Now, because of our success in Malaysia, we believe success breeds success. So what we did was we actually ventured into overseas many years back. Now, what are the countries that we did very well? Countries like Philippines, country like the largest economy in Southeast Asia, Indonesia, Thailand, as well as Cambodia. Now, these four countries give a total population of more than 500 million. And the size of these four countries already proved to us that it is a market that we must venture into. Of course, going to overseas is always full of opportunity as well as full of a lot of challenges. I would like to share what are the challenges company like us, especially in the digital payment. Of course, the first challenge is always getting the license. We successfully got all the licenses, the payment licenses in all the countries that we venture in. Got our license in Indonesia, Philippines, Thailand, as well as Cambodia. In fact, I'm very proud to say that Cambodia, our license, we are the first non-financial institution who got the payment license in Cambodia. Now, what we did was, as I mentioned, success breeds success is, in Malaysia, we have so many success stories in many vertical markets. We are the number one providing payment solution to insurance company, to property developer, to education like colleges, universities. Of course, the retail market, both online and offline payment solution. Now, what we did was, these kind of solutions, we just need to export into our neighboring countries. It's very obvious the first country that we venture in is always Indonesia. Now, Indonesia having a population of 250 million, and that is a huge market. It is almost like a quarter of China market. And then we continue to venture into other countries, even Philippines. We work very closely our local partners in Philippines, and we managed to penetrate into a lot of conglomerate in Philippines. We are the payment provider for the SM Group. By the way, SM Group is the largest conglomerate in Philippines. Then we are the partner with the Ayala Group, the Ramkha Group. You just name it. These are all the top conglomerate in Philippines. And we are very proud to say that our Malaysian technology is being exported in all these countries and used. And of course, our payment technology, our digital payment, is always one of the, I would say, one of the state-of-art payment technology. We keep abreast with technology development, especially the mobile technology, the Android-based, as well as now we are looking at even 5G. Going to market like the ASEAN market is definitely very exciting, but they also come with a lot of challenges. Now, one of the challenges beside the license is getting the local people to localize our payment solution in every country in ASEAN. Now, localizing sounds very simple, but we need a lot of talents. We need good programmers. We need technology people that able to localize our solution, and at the same time, market access. Now, for a foreign company like us, getting into the market, targeted market is not easy. Let me share with you being a foreign company. First, the local companies like people like Garuda in Indonesia, they just don't give you opportunity to a foreign company. They always prefer their local payment company way back in Indonesia. How do we penetrate into market, the big vertical market like the travel industry, hotel, and so on and so forth? We must have our merits in terms of our product offering. Our payment services must be top-notch. Otherwise, why companies in overseas want to use our solution? So we have proven ourselves very well in Malaysia, and now we are bringing this success story, success solution over the foreign countries. Now, other challenges besides market access, of course, funding. all the countries that we establish overseas, entity data is not part of the shareholders. Entity data is only shareholder in IPAD Malaysia. Now the rest of the country is all funded by the co-founder, people like myself, my partner Mr. Lim Kok Heng, and also my other co-founder Mr. Chong Lee Kian. Now to us, to go into digital payment, our cost is very high. Our compliance is very high because every central bank have to ensure that we have a very solid state-of-the-art data center that we host our servers. We must have full range of cyber security features and also the compliance to all the law. And most of payment company like us is actually governed by two major acts. One of the act is the Financial Act of the country. The second one is Anti-Money Laundering Act. Now, to comply with all these acts and the international standards, we have to learn about all these standards ourselves in different countries. These are all the challenges. Of course, what we really hope somebody from the Malaysian government and of course with Elevate program, we are very excited over Elevate program simply because not that we don't have the experience and know-how. I think we also need to hear from the successful companies that make it in overseas. And we hope that Elevate can actually bring us access to companies who are very successful in all these foreign countries. I always believe we learn from the successful people. We learn from the successful companies. I am very sure Elevate's program can lead us to a good mentor, to guide us how to go about market access in overseas, how to comply all this compliance, the law, the legal aspect of doing business in every country, and every country is very different. And of course, we also want to be mentored by successful company who make it big in all these overseas venture. Now, what we are looking for from Elevate program, like besides training the founder like me, how to go about crafting great strategy to make IPAD successful in the countries that we are in, we hope Elevate's program can even help our management team. The management team have to learn and our management team have to evolve as well. We are no longer like what the famous word in Malay called jago kampung. We don't want to be a jago kampung. Yes, we are very familiar with what we have done in Malaysia, but we really need somebody who made it in overseas to guide us, to mold our management team to be an international team that can do international business, and that is the key. And we really hope Elevate's program can also bring us funding. Of course, funding is an ongoing to many companies. A company like us, especially, we are in the mode of high growth. We are really scaling up our operation in every country. And bear in mind, just give you an example. In Thailand itself, it took us 2 years, do nothing but to get the payment license from Bank of Thailand, BOT. And that 2 years, we already spent more than 2 million ringgit. And this is on our own pocket of funding. Now let me share with you the importance of helping companies. Elevate program that can help companies. There are many good ideas, but not many people who have deep pocket. We are a bit lucky enough because we were very successful in Malaysia. I have my funding in Malaysia, and not many people, especially the startups and the good companies, have good funding like us. So we are lucky enough to able to fund ourselves into so many countries overseas. And I can tell you, in 4 countries, we easily invested more than 30 to 40 million ringgit. I don't know how if a company who are startups, they can raise this kind of money to venture in so many countries. So we really hope Elevate's program can really help us, beside market access, molding our management team to be the best, to able to venture into overseas, and at the same time, also funding, access to funding. Now, my goal and my vision for my 4 countries that we have been is, we want to go IPO within these 3 to 5 years. I'm very focused and specific. I want to build these four countries into a valuation of easily exceed 500 million USD valuation, and hopefully either list in Malaysia or within the ASEAN region. Singapore can be another market that we might go to.